Hi there, this is Scott with Spring Hill Nurseries, and today on Step by Step Gardening, I'm going to give you 3 steps to having success with your hardy cyclamen. Number 1, site selection. Number 2, planting depth. Number 3, the correct drainage for your soil. Let's take a look. The number 1 key to having success with your hardy cyclamen is site selection. They don't want full sun. Partial sun to full shade is the right place to plant your hardy cyclamen. Pick a place at your house that's on the east or north side of the home. I'm in a shady area here at Spring Hill Nurseries. Here's the site where I'm going to plant the hardy cyclamen. I've pulled back the mulch, okay, and you want to be careful with having mulch because you don't want these to rot out. That has to do with step number 3, and we'll talk about good drainage, but you don't want to have too much moisture around these, okay? So if I look at my plant instructions here that come on my bag, it says we're going to plant these 2 inches deep. Now with this particular tuber, you can't go wrong with being too shallow, okay? A big problem is planting it too deep. Step number 2 is planting depth. You don't want to plant them too deep. You can go just by putting maybe an inch of soil on top of these. So I'm going to dig out this hole right now. I've dug my hole about 8 inches deep. You can do about 6 to 8 inches is fine depending on your soil composition. The third key to having success with your hardy cyclamen is you want great drainage, okay? It's really important. So the worse your soil, the more clay, etc., the better you've got to prepare this site, okay? So I'm going to suggest, I've got here some slate that's sort of chopped up real nice with some nice edges here. You want lots of edges to promote good drainage, okay? I'm going to put this in the bottom. Just put a little bit more in here. I'm going to take some peat. All right. Peat and other organic matter is really good. You can use some well-rotted manure. I'm going to add this to the slate and just sort of mix it. And I'm going to add some of the local soil as well. Your cyclamen will come 3 to a bag. And the official planting instructions say 10 to 12 inches apart for spacing, which is great for when the plants reach maturity. But for myself, to get a quicker show, I like to plant them about 4 to 6 inches apart. I'm just going to place them right here in a triangle to have a nice sort of natural look to them. And then you're just going to put an inch of local soil on top of them, okay? Now, like I said, it's really important to not plant them too deep. So make sure you're just doing an inch, okay? I've planted them an inch deep, and that's it. It's springtime, they're planted now. I'll start to see some foliage in the fall, and then the following year in the summer, the blooms will come out. That'll give the plant a year to grow the roots and get established. So that's it for hardy cyclamen. Have fun. I know you'll have great success. I'm Scott with Spring Hill Nurseries.